Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, September 30th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Great television archives, top of the page. We have eye candy right below here, and our rock and roll poll question from yesterday, gasoline prices. What do you think the real reason is? Number one answer, and I'm not sure, I think out of all of the, we've been doing this almost a year now, the rock and roll poll question, I don't think we've ever had a runaway like this, where the answer was so one-sided. Never anything like this. 94% of you said there are few real reasons the whole system is rigged. 94% of you, only 4% said it's the price of crude and the value of the dollar around the world and stuff like that, and only 2% said that it was competition between and among gas station owners. 94% of you think the table is tilted. All right. Trying to think of something that we could do here today with regard to baseball, and it dawned on me that we really didn't talk about this. So our question today, if Albert Pujols ends up leaving St. Louis, if that's the eventuality here, what are you going to miss most? Will you miss the home runs, his aggressive base running style, the pickoff plays that he's perfected with Yadier Molina, his charitable activity and overall presence of the community, or E, I won't miss him? Please answer our rock and roll poll question that's down in the corner. We'll give you a running total, and then we'll give you the results Monday when we reconvene here on the Daily Dose. And of course, Trish and I are on the Big 550 KTRS every weekday between noon and 3. If you get this early enough today, we're going to be live at Lester's, new location in the Central West End on Maryland. And of course, Tuesday, prior to the Cardinal game, we don't even know what time it's going to be played, but we're going to be live from Hooters downtown, so come on, join us for lunch. They're going to have all sorts of specials and everything like that, so come on down to Hooters. That is going to be Tuesday from noon until 3, regardless, or as they say in areas of St. Louis, irregardless, it's not a word, folks, of the time of the Cardinal game. So today, Tampa Bay at Texas, 4:07 St. Louis time. Detroit at the Yankees in prime time. Tomorrow, Arizona, Milwaukee at 1:07, and the Cardinals in Philadelphia at 4:07 Loesch against Halladay. Then on Sunday, well, you got the Rams game at noon, and then at 3:30, you're going to have Arizona and Milwaukee, Cardinals at Philly at 7:07. There's a lot going on with football, Sunday Night Football, 60 minutes. The big farewell to Andy Rooney on Sunday night. Dexter is coming back on. Hung, all those shows. So, got that DVR, got smoke coming out of it by the end of the weekend. All right, Mike Myers, formerly of Saturday Night Live, is a dad for the first time. You can just imagine him standing there with everybody yelling, "Yeah, baby," until he just lost the will to live and left the hospital. Ashton Kutcher, I think this is funny because you figure, oh man, the guy hit the lottery here. He's got that 2.5 Men thing vacated by Charlie Sheen. He's going to get all this money. He's got to be more. And then pictures start surfacing of him with another woman, and it was bad enough. Well, now new pictures of this chick that he boinked that were taken in June have appeared. And by all accounts, the relationship between Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher is over. He never deserved her anyhow. Although I think she's sort of a head case. That's another story. Back to baseball here for a minute. Scotty McCreery, your beloved season, whatever number this was, of American Idol, is going to sing the national anthem before the World Series game on October 19th, wherever that is. Oh, could we be so lucky to get Scotty McCreery on the heels of 2006 when we got Billy Ray Cyrus. Oh, somebody pinch me. Oh, the only time anybody talks about Piers Morgan, it's like I told you about that Larry King story, where I went up to Larry King at Wrigley Field and I said, it's a good thing that Christine O'Donnell, the Delaware witchcraft candidate for Congress back last year, she walked off the Piers Morgan show, the guy who replaced Larry King, and because she didn't like some of the questions. And I grabbed Larry and I said, it's a good thing that she walked off, because otherwise nobody would even know that Piers Morgan still had a friggin' show. And Larry King gave me one of those Larry King laughs. So it happened again last night. Steve Jones, the host of The X Factor, Piers starts asking him questions about women that he's been romantically linked to, like Hayden Panettiere and Pamela Anderson. Halle Berry got pissed off and walked off. By the way, speaking of The X Factor, you know this story. When it started off, Simon Cowell basically said, if we don't have at least 20 million viewers, then I'm going to consider this a failure. So the first show shows up, and it's 12.5 million. And so Wednesday nights was 11.5. Simon, you is going in the wrong direction. All right, got a bunch of things happening. Mike and Molly star Melissa McCarthy, who pretty much stole every scene she was in Bridesmaids with Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph. So she's going to be hosting Saturday Night Live this week, and they're putting Lady Antebellum on, that rip-off of Alan Parsons. So that was it. Thought I was going somewhere with that, and I wasn't. Prohibition, that's another thing on Sunday night. That starts on PBS on Sunday night. I got to add that to the list. Oh, man. Smoke coming out of the DVR. All right, you got somebody in your office that is driving you nuts. You know, because really, when you think about it, the TV show The Office is really sort of a wound-down version of The Office, or The Office Space movie. You know what I'm talking about. So here's what drives people crazy. Biggest office pet peeve is when co-workers don't take responsibility for their actions. Constant complaining, dirty common areas, and meetings that start late or run long are the next biggest pet peeves. That's worldwide. Here in the United States, people complain most about people stealing food from the office refrigerator. A lot of people are wondering if Chris Christie gets into the presidential race, would people vote for a 400-pound presidential candidate? Well, there's a chart that's available online now of every presidential election since 1896, and it's broken down by height and weight. The taller candidate has won 18 times but lost 8, with one election matching up equally tall candidates. The heavier candidate has won 19 times but lost 8. So there's a definite advantage to height, weight, girth, whatever you want to call it. Back to that thing, you know, Andy Rooney's going to say goodbye on 60 Minutes. 92 years old. Wouldn't it be interesting if he celebrated his first day of retirement on Monday by dying? The Tonight Show premiered on this week. In 1954, Jay Leno would have treated his staff to slices of cake, but of course, that knife is still wedged between the shoulders of Conan O'Brien. All right, birthdays over the weekend. Mark McGuire turns 48. It was on this date in 1960 that the Flintstones premiered on ABC. I mentioned that because Whitey Herzog back in the 80s told us that that was his favorite TV show. And the reason why is because he got to watch it with his grandkids, all of whom are like 35 now. So, yeah, that's about right. 1963, this is one of those little baseball oddities. Houston rookie John Pachorik hit 3 singles in his first Major League Baseball game. He injured his back and never played again. So he still is the only player ever to leave Major League Baseball hitting 1,000, John Pachorik. And on this date in 1972, Roberto Clemente got his 3,000th hit and last hit for the Pittsburgh Pirates because his plane went down on New Year's Eve later on that year. If you see the movie Grand Canyon with Kevin Kline, very interesting sort of subplot involving the Pittsburgh Pirates and Roberto Clemente. That movie did not get nearly the amount of credit it should have gotten. I think it's an incredible movie. The guy who made The Big Chill made that movie, Lawrence Kasdan. And if you ever get a chance to see, I have 3 daughters, Addison, Whitney, and Francesca. But if I had had a son in my first marriage, I was lobbying hard for the name Simon, long before the whole thing with Simon Cowell and everything like that, because Danny Glover's character in the movie Grand Canyon is possibly, well, if not the best, one of my favorite characters in a movie ever. And I just figured, how could you aspire to have a son who would have sort of a better set of ideals than Danny Glover's character in Grand Canyon. If you never saw the movie, go back and look at it. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. We want something stupid for Fridays. That's generally our rule around here. Just put the dumbest thing up you can find. And today qualifies. These 2 ass clowns decide to videotape a guy getting hit in the face with a water balloon, and they're going to videotape it and watch the water all over the place. Well, the balloon ended up not breaking when they hit the guy in the face. But what they ended up getting was something better than the balloon breaking. You see this balloon hit this guy's face in super slow motion, and it flattens out like a pancake. It is the coolest thing you've ever seen. So we have the video right below what you're looking at right now on JC's Eye Candy. Enjoy for the weekend. Again, our rock and roll poll question: if Albert does end up leaving, what are you going to miss most? Is it going to be the home runs, this aggressive base running style, the pickoff plays that he perfected with Yachty over there at first base, his charitable activity and his overall presence in the community, or will you not miss Albert if he leaves? So that's pretty much it. JC's Daily Dose for Friday, September 30th. 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Live from Lester's in the Central West End today. Live from Hooters downtown across from Keener Plaza Tuesday prior to the game. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.